Oh, wait, so just so you know, we should be streaming now. So, it's the pre-show is starting now. I bet they can hear us. All right, yeah, they can hear us. So we were all
where are we streaming?
This. We're on Justin TV. So what we do is we kind of hang out with the stream for a while. If you go to Justin TV, Justin.tv/Woody's Gamertag, you'll see the chat. Everyone's kind of talking and hanging out there. Oh wait, I need to edit the little thing here.
Yeah, I don't go to the chat.
I gotta be 18 or older. Look at that.
Yeah, it gets a little rough. No, I don't go to the chat because people like to ruin shit for me. They know I'm watching Dexter. They know I'm watching different shows. They know I haven't finished the Call of Duty multiplayer. I mean single player. But yeah, I'm not looking at this. I haven't checked, and I don't check my personal messages anymore either. I get somebody else to do it.
That's funny. Oh, on that guy Haterade or whatever, like he posted up that video of Wings, where he had an off game, and I replied to him, I'm like, hey, let me save you some time. I have bad games all the time. I am unexceptional. Sometimes I can't, but in an effort to get myself back on track. There you go. I've been exposed. And it got like 40 thumbs up or something crazy like that. I don't know. I was just trying to sort of cut him off. Anyone who
It doesn't matter. You're still next.
He replied. He's like, I've got no problem with you. I don't really like the way you play, but you're a good guy. We'll see if I'm next or not. I really don't care. If they find a video of me doing poorly, congratulations. It happens all the time. It must have taken you minutes to find a game where I didn't beast. How did you do it? So, yeah, whatever. Let it go.
I don't know. I still think he's a cocksucker.
No doubt, man. But
I know why he jumped on me. He jumped on me because somebody sent me a link to his video where he's hating on Chris Smoove. And I go, actually, there's a video after he's hating on Chris Smoove. He posted like a 30-12 like free for all. And I posted like, man, this video boring. I'm gonna go watch me some Chris Smoove. And that hurt his feelings because his commentary boring. It is. I mean, I don't even watch the gameplay generally. I usually just listen to the guy talk. He's sitting there talking about how great he is, and I get to the end of the game, he's using the RC car going 30-12 in a free for all. Like, this is what you put up?
Yeah, which is not to say that I never go 30-12 in a free for all. I mean, heck, sometimes I don't even win that game. But
yeah, like there's plenty of free for alls. I'm gonna go 30-15. Like fuck up. I mean, but what I'm saying is it's ridiculous to to call people out because of their gameplay, because everybody has those shitty games where, like, I had a terrible game the other day, and the last game of the night, I went I think I went 8 below even, 8 kills below even, something like that. TDM.
Oh, you next, Kyle. It's coming for you.
I don't care.
FPS Kyle is next.
Yeah, the guy, I don't know. I'm not really impressed. He's going through people's file shares, finding an off game, and posting it up, and acting as if he never has an off game. Yeah, it's craziness. Everybody has off games.
I've been having a lot of them lately too. I hope he doesn't go back in my file share.
Part 2. Do a part 2 for you.
I've been feeling like I don't even know how to play FPS the last couple of days. I've been frustrated the entire time I'm playing.
Hey, so you were not playing badly, but you weren't getting 4 KDs when when we were playing together last time. Right? You were going positive every game. We were winning every game, but you weren't going
Well, I was fucking around then. I was actually trying to get those Nova gas kills.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Yeah, there were a bunch of those. That's right. Yeah, I have a bunch of games like that too. There's a couple of things that are like in the long term, my stats will represent who I am. At the moment, I think they're a little swayed by like nearly a week worth of yellow and red bar games and nearly a week of going for pro perks where I'm like reloading in the middle of firefights, hip firing when I'm supposed to be aiming down sight, stuff like that, just to get all that pro stuff in.
Here's my thing. What I'm coming to realize. I'm not a gunship player, but I'm borderline chopper gunner player, and I know I can do better if I stick with the lower perks such as attack helicopter, mortar team, and napalm stuff I can get consistently. But I get bored when I run that stuff, and then I get frustrated when I go for the gunship and attack helicopters and stuff, and it makes me play even worse. I think it's more about training myself to just run low kill streaks and be happy.
I start having a hard time, or especially when I'm playing. I've been playing a lot of TDM with Socrates, and by the time I get my helicopter, his are already in the air. So like I can never call him in.
Yeah.
And so I've started running like the care packages with my Hardline Pro, and I just get I never get bored with that because I get like a weird mixture of everything. I get Valkyrie rockets and napalm and counter UAVs and all that good stuff. That's fun.
So I hear you with the helicopter. Well, I've got one thing going on though. Like my teammates, they're all awesome. So they all like if I have a good game, oftentimes they are too, because we found a lobby full of inexperienced players. But if I ask them nicely, they hook me up. I'll be like, hey Onslaught, I got a chopper gunner. Can I have next chopper? And they're like, all right, look at this. Our disabled little friend here got himself a
Woody only gets to come out once a week. Let's ride the horse first.
Exactly. Yeah, they all like Woody over here, our handicapped gamer. He finally got himself a chopper gunner. We'll let him call it. And so they hook me up.
Well, see, like the thing about it is, I like to watch Socrates do his thing. We were playing the other day, and I don't remember Socrates. What was it? Was it? You guys can't hear it, but I can. What was it where you had the 3 chopper gunners and you were laughing every time they shot one down? Was that a TDM?
Oh, yeah. The one I was with him? I think it was a domination game. Oh, is that the one where he went like 96 and something on firing range?
Yeah.
Like 96?
Yeah.
Oh.
But we're talking about like recently we were playing a TDM, and he was laughing every time they shot one of his chopper gunners down because he had another one. Because like if it gets shot down, you can instantly call the new one. But if they let it like run its time out, there's like a 15-second delay. So he's able to like instantly call the next one up.
That's funny. Yeah, man. I played with him in a domination game, and if I remember right, the other team made the mistake of talking trash, talking about how they were going to crush us and everything. And Socrates is like, all right, and he put his tryhard pants on and went like 96 and 4 on firing range. And then there were I don't know how many chopper gunners there were. If there weren't 3, there were at least 2.
There's 3 chopper gunners in a gunship.
Yeah, it was just like stupidly, insanely high kill streaks. He was just mopping up the floor with everyone. And they didn't leave the lobby either, which was a key thing. You can't get 100 kills if the other team's down to 1 player. But at the end of it, they were just like, wow. He's a beast. He's a beast.
Beastin'.
So, I'll save that. What time? Oh, we got 15 more minutes. Oh, no. Yeah, that's right. 15 more minutes before we usually start recording.
Chris, how far up on there are you on like political views and such?
I guess I'm a little bit there. Not too much though.
Well, I was hoping we could talk about documents getting shared with WikiLeaks and North and South Korea this week.
Oh,
I'll tell you what, the whole thing with the WikiLeaks, I was talking to my dad about this. During the Cold War, that guy would be dead right now.
Yeah. He'd be hanging somewhere in a basement.
We gotta save this for the podcast. I might have a different view than you guys.
In a basement.
Nah.
I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back.
All right.
So what do they want us to talk about in the stream? They can hear us, right?
Oh, yeah. They're listening to everything. They just told Wings to get that water. Dicks and bums. There you have it.
So what about the kill streaks? Because I don't like any of the kill streaks under the Blackbird, really. I just go like spy plane and then like chopper or dogs or something. I don't really like any of the other ones.
Really?
I don't like them as far as getting kills, but a lot of them are fun. Like the napalm is really fun to like think about how you're going to use it and how you're going to shut down a spawn or pin off an objective. And the mortar strike is really fun.
Because the napalm kills me. I always get killed by my own napalm.
Yeah, napalm will kill you.
It's dangerous, man. Yeah, and I did a little public service announcement on my channel because like there's like a dot and an arrow like indicating that the napalm's going to go from here to here.
Yeah.
Don't trust that thing, man. That is not true. That napalm runs across the whole darn map on both sides of the dot. It's misleading. But I typically run spy plane, napalm. What is the first chopper gunner called? Is it called chopper gunner? The weaker one?
Oh no, the attack helicopter.
The attack helicopter. You don't steer that one, right?
Nope.
Correct.
No,
That's
so
just
one better
the
than
hovering.
that.
That's the
But
chopper
the
gunner.
attack helicopter doesn't get any kills when I use it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I'm
It
with
just
you.
sits there.
So I'm talking about the higher one. It's a 9 kill streak, not the 11, but the 9.
That's chopper gunner.
Chopper gunner. Okay, yeah. So then I run spy plane, napalm, chopper gunner, and on rare occasions I'll run that one of the 11 streaks, but not very much really.
I'm back.
And then the mortar team doesn't do anything for me either. I don't know what it is. It's like it just makes noise.
That's
Have you guys played much demolition?
mortar team cleans up on demo.
Yeah, get demolition on Havana and get them pinned back there. The mortar team will. Not just the mortar team. Any kill streak is just gonna fucking destroy.
Here's a tip with the mortar team: use the napalm with it. Cut them
Yeah.
off with the napalm, and then you have them trapped in a corner. Then mortar team that back corner.
But how can you do that if you get the mortar after the napalm? You'd have to get another napalm, right? Is that what you're saying?
I usually call the
just
napalm
said
as soon as I get it.
That's the worst spawn trap of all time in any Call of Duty on Havana demolition, and it is. It's ridiculous.
So that's the thing that we could talk about because I haven't seen any spawn trapping yet.
What?
I guess because I haven't
Most
played
people play
like that.
Havana.
Go to Socrates file
Yeah.
share real quick.
Because when I play on a team, right? I play on a team now, and they're always rushing right into their spawn, so there is no spawn trapping going on.
You play it on
Try to
bad
spawn trap. We are not as we were in Modern Warfare 2 when that game first came out. It was like, hey, look, they changed these maps. It's hard to spawn trap. People have Painkiller that helps them bust out of a spawn trap. It won't be as bad as it was on COD 4. That was my first thought on Modern Warfare 2. And then we figured it out. Then we knew the imaginary lines on every map. We knew the lines of sight. We knew how to spawn trap. And Modern Warfare 2 spawn trapping was alive and well. I think Black Ops will do the same thing. You know, my team is there now. Like we don't on some maps, it's easy to spawn trap. Like I guess it's CDOM on Havana. It's of course Nuketown, right? Everyone knows that. There are a couple
Havana,
other-
that's
So you spawn trap
it's
on
just a
Nuketown?
street, right?
There's a street,
No.
but on CDOM, there's kind of like a right angle that go back there. And if you just don't go in too close to where that flag is, they spawn in the back, and it is just it'd be really hard for them to break out. But yeah, I won't say like if they're on Hanoi, we don't really have a spawn trap set up for that. Maybe sometimes.
Ooh,
with
Hanoi.
I got a spawn trap for that one too.
Whenever Hanoi comes up, my buddy Moment goes vote the map. This map is annoying. It's the most annoying. It's the most annoying map in the game.
You take
I wanna
All
stop-
the maps have
Bubba Kadoosh,
interactive.
you're wrong, man. I wasn't running rapid fire. Do your own test. Try it out. But don't run your mouth without doing a test. It's clear that you haven't because I wasn't running rapid fire. Sorry.
So what do you think about the whole, like all the maps having some kind of interactive thing going on? Like Hanoi has the lights in that back. You know how the lights can, they go across the little courtyard and then launches the rocket going up and then radiation. You can bring the doors open.
I like that.
Because
stuff.
it seems like every map has something like that. Like firing range has a little moving. Have you ever used those things to kill somebody? Like get behind them and move with them on firing range?
That doesn't work.
That seems like a recipe of getting shot through one of them.
Look at me, I'm a stealth firing target. I
actually tried that at the start of the game, and it was just hilarious. I was moving with it, and I saw someone. I was like, "Ooh!" And I got him. That
One of those
kill
old
cam must
comedy
have been
movies where the guy stands behind a pole.
Yeah.
I don't like them actually. I guess when you add the confusion to the map like that, it's one more thing that sort of doesn't increase the skill gap. When you add the trains moving around, then you can't sound whore. When you add the rocket launching or the doors moving, it's like they just shut down your awareness for whatever 30, 40 seconds. And
Big
I don't
ass
like
train
it.
horn blaring while you're trying to sound whore.
Exactly. Yeah. So they just they take like a player like me that depends very much on map awareness, and they just remove that skill set and put everyone on this deaf, dumb, and blind plane, on the same playing field. And it's like, oh, great. That's it's one less thing that sort of puts everyone on the same playing field. And I don't like that because it takes away one of the things that I do best.
Yeah, everybody's crying about quick scoping. They took sound whoring away, and they haven't brought it back yet. Don't even give me that shit. That sound whoring right now is subpar. It's below average.
So what perks are you surprised that people aren't using? Because, like, I
thought
guess
Black
since sound
Jacket-
horn isn't good.
I thought Flak Jacket would be used more.
Shoot.
Black
I've
Jacket,
never even tried that yet.
dude. All
I was
right,
thinking trying to get, the
Next-
pro version, but
no, Nuketown. Like, all right, I was getting annoyed on Nuketown because I always want to run out and throw my spawn nade at the car, and I kept always get I would get a double kill, but I'd always get double killed myself, and I was like, damn, that's annoying. I put Flak Jacket on. That nade they throw at you is like a scratch. It's like it's nothing. And then if you get noob tubed, it's like it barely affects you at all. It's nothing. Flak Jacket is ridiculous.
Flak Jacket's nice. Nuketown is like, especially when I take Bravo, I usually run a Flak Jacket class. But for the normal stuff, hold on, I gotta ban this idiot. For the normal stuff, I typically run Hacker. It does two things. One, it stops me from the darn Claymore deaths. But two, every time I see a camera, every time I see a motion sensor, it tells me where I might find a guy, and that's kind of cool.
Do you have Hacker Pro?
I
Yes.
only use Hacker.
I'm not even sure if I do or not.
All right, I just have decided to start using Hacker Pro again, because when you booby trap a care package, it's the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
They come back for their Blackbird, and it just blows them up.
Pro tip: if you have Hardline Pro on and you can't change your care package, it's been hacked. Just run away.
So when you booby trap it, because on your screen it shows that you booby trapped it, like it has skulls on it or something, but they don't see that, right? They just see a normal care package.
Yeah,
They see that care, it says care package, chopper gunner, come get me.
Yeah. Come get that shit. It's a big explosion. Like I've seen people get triples and quads with it. It's a big boom.
Oh
it's
yeah.
like, it's at least as big as an RC car.
But if you can't, like, if you go there and you're like, oh, it's a spy plane, I'll change it to something else, and it won't change. That's a hacked care package. Leave it alone.
Do you guys use the RC car? Have you unlocked it? Do you actually use it?
I have never unlocked it. The only time I've called it in is when I get it out of care packages.
Yeah,
me
I
too.
have run it before, but I run spy plane. That's my first kill streak. I let the Beasts and Legends I run with pull up all the SR-71s, but
Yeah.
I'm a spy plane machine, man. I'll keep us in spy planes a lot throughout the game.
Yeah, I use a spy plane every game pretty much. Or if not spy plane, then it's the counter.
I can tell you my shit right now. I've called in 2,295 spy planes.
I doubt I've called in that many, but I know
I think I
like, if
called
you
in
look
like
at my
600.
kill streak, I have like 10 times as many spy planes as the second best one. Like
My second one's napalm strike, then care package, then attack helicopter, then counter spy plane.
Napalm, Punch Strike, and Care Packet. Oh, I was like, how can that be both of them? Because they're the same. I think they're both 5, but I see you talking about most called in.
Then the chopper gunner, almost with 298 times. Blackbird 159.
I tried running the double Care Package streak. Like I used to run.
I run the triple Care
Spy
Package
Plane, Sam Turret, and then Care Package. But it wasn't really crazy for me, man. Like, first of all, even when you re-roll, you don't often get good stuff, right? A lot of times you get junk. And second, I'd earn 2 Care Packages typically, call them both in at once. But I'd run all the way back into my own spawn, trying to find a safe spot, taking me away from the objective for like 30 or 40 seconds at a time, and then I finally get my junk, and what do I have? Like ammo and an RC car? Like I would have rather had my napalm, which was a guarantee sort of game helper, than taking me away from the game for so long and giving me borderline junk.
I've almost quit running the napalm strike because it fucks spawns up so badly.
So you don't have to drop it on their spawn. Half the time I drop it, it's on B-Dom. I just find a nice stripe, put it on B-Dom, and there it is. Like for 30 seconds or so, we don't have to worry about it.
But that's a pro tip for you guys. If you take napalm and you're spawn trapping, and you put it in their spawn trap, they're not spawn trapped no more.
Yeah, you
They're
want it on the
coming
edge.
out
You want to walk through that thing.
Exactly. They absolutely. The whether there's napalm on the ground is one of the things that decides whether somebody can spawn there. So if you drop it right where you want them to spawn, they won't spawn there anymore. It's over. So it's gone on 10. You guys want to kick off the podcast? Get this cooking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me just
Get
a
it
moment.
cooking.
Speaking of cooking, I think I'm going to make a cooking video.
Really?
Yeah.
Cooking that Modern Warfare 2 disc?
Nah, well, we already cooked that.
I know, I saw that.
I got done. That's well done.
There were a couple of different guys that destroyed their Modern Warfare 2 disc. Kyle did his with a bunch of things, like flames and guns and stuff. White Boy's was subtle, but it kind of worked for me. He just ran over with a lawnmower. And it worked so perfectly. The lawnmower like sucked it up and spit it out the side in, I'll call it 15, 20 different pieces. And I was like, perfect. It's done.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with mine. That shit got 300,000 views.
Really?
Everybody's like, you could have just traded it in, and you could have got $30 for it. And I'm like, I'm just laughing my ass off.
I still have mine. I still have my copy. I didn't burn it or anything. It's still here.
I took Woody's advice. I didn't destroy it because I actually might see myself going back to it here in a minute.
Oh, I saw you on there the other day playing TDM on something. I was like, I may have to remove this guy.
Let's kick off the podcast and talk more. So
and talk about that right there, that Modern Warfare.
Wings no one. 4, 3, 2.
What's up, everybody? It's Painkiller Ready, episode 32. We're back from after a week's break. We had Thanksgiving. It's an American holiday. For anybody that doesn't know, that's why we weren't on last week. Today we have a return guest. It's one of the most sought-after return guests we've had is Chris Smoove. What's up, baby?
Doing good. What's going on? Crit.
Smoove, man, you were a great guest the first time around, but I do want to call you out on something.
Call
me
for
this, man? Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, I'm ready.
The last time you were on, it was the night that LeBron and his two buddies decided to join the Miami Heat, and you said they were going to be unstoppable. That it was going to be not fair. Might as well give them the championship trophy now. How you feeling about that call?
Is that what I said? Did I really say that?
That's not an exact quote, but you were saying that they were the new force, that they were going to dominate basketball.
It's been shocking. It's been exciting. It's just been funny because they're doing bad right now. They're struggling. Terrible start. They're actually playing right now.
They're winning now.
LeBron's playing against his old team, so it's crazy. The hype. They were booing him, but they're just. It's over. The game's over.
See, I don't understand. That's a bunch of haters, man, that would boo that guy for taking the money and going somewhere. Not just taking the money, but going where he could win. I don't blame him at all for that. Like, if it had been the
way he did it, because he televised
I thought I followed it. What did he do that you thought was dirty about it?
Well, he kind of rubbed it in their face on national TV, and he was. They had him do a nice interview. They asked him all these funny questions, and then finally they got down to it. And his words, the way he worded it, it offended a lot of Cleveland Cavaliers fans, and that's why they just. I mean, if he would have left without saying that, they still would have hated him. So I don't think that would have changed. But I guess his wording, the way he said, "I'm going to take my talents to South Beach," it was like, oh, they didn't like that. So
there's at some point, I think you're allowed to be a cocky guy. And I think LeBron James is one of those people on the planet that's allowed to be a cocky guy.
So pretty much LeBron James and Socrates are allowed to be cocky at their given craft.
But seriously though, like Michael Jordan, for example, like he's not allowed to be cocky. He's not allowed to be like, you see somebody playing basketball and they're like, what do you think of this guy? And he's like, well, they're good, but I was the best, so it doesn't really impress me. Like he could say that, I'd be like, yeah, he's right. Yeah, I got a problem with that.
His Hall of Fame speech, that's what he was doing.
So why isn't Miami doing better? Is it the whole there's only one ball thing and they underestimate the value of that 3-point shooter and that rebounder? Like, what is the deal?
They just have a lot of weaknesses. They in basketball, rebounding and the paint is really important. They're getting crushed in the paint. Their point guard situation's not looking good, and their offense, they're just standing around. They're not moving. They're giving it to LeBron. He's dribbling. It's not looking good right now.
Well, they got a lot of things to figure out. That stands around without moving. I mean, I'm available.
Yeah, I know, right?
I watched some Michael Jordan highlights the other night, man, and those are people want to talk about what the greatest montage is of all time, and whenever somebody asks that, but they don't specify Call of Duty, I link them to a Michael Jordan montage. That shit is so much fun to watch. Just like there was one part where it's like 30 seconds of him of him like knocking the ball out of the air out of people's hands.
He was a beast.
Yeah,
He was doing everything.
So, what do you think about him coming out of retirement, Jordan? Was that a bad thing or an okay thing?
Well, the first time or the second time?
First time was cool. Second time was a bad idea.
Yeah. The second time, I kind of, because the way that he left was just the best. There's no way to leave a sport or anything better than that. So I think he should have just left it with that game-winning shot. But I don't know. He loves basketball too much.
See, I'm with you on that latter part. Like, to me, here's when you deserve to be in the NBA, when you're not the worst guy on your team. You know, if you're hanging on your team only because your star power fills people in the seats and there's a more capable player, but he's not getting your job.
All right, now, I don't know if that was the case with the Wizards, though.
It wasn't. That's why I thought it was okay. You know, if he wants to come back and play, and like Chris Chelios did it in hockey for a long time, he was still an NHL player, and I was cool with that. So, you know, I'm not really concerned about, you know, his history, his legacy, and all that stuff. He was still capable of playing at an NBA level, even if he wasn't playing at his peak level. So in my mind, go ahead and play. Play until you don't want to anymore.
Yeah, he's playing at an NBA level. He's just not playing at a Michael Jordan level.
Exactly, right? Yeah. He was like the 40th best player in the league. That's okay. I wish I was.
Oh, was he really? Was he that? Because I remember watching him play for the Wizards, but...
Yeah, he had some really good games, and he was showing those signs again, but... just the age, and it wasn't terrible. He did work. He set some records. He had some explosions, and that's it. You just wish.
I'll tell you one instance of somebody who's like going on for too long, and that's what's his name that coaches college basketball for Penn State.
Basketball.
Football.
Ooh. Football, Paterno. Right?
Yeah.
Paterno?
Dude is upstairs in the booth in a wheelchair. No, like that's not a joke. Dude's upstairs in the booth in a wheelchair, and they got him coaching.
I'm wondering if he still coaches that team. Like, I've seen him too. Do you hear his interviews?
Yes.
That guy's about as with it as my grandparents, and they're all dead. You know?
Yeah.
That guy. Like, I don't just see him out there really being the guy that like chooses the drills and blows the whistle and does all that coaching stuff.
I see him as the creepy old man who the players have to like stand up straight when he comes onto the field, when he gets rolled out there. They're like, old man Paterno's out here, everybody straighten up. Hey, you boys looking real fine. And he like slaps him on the ass, and it's kind of creepy. Everybody looks at each other with like awkward, like out of the corner of their eye looks. They're like,
Hey, I have a Call of Duty topic. Who makes a better game, Treyarch or Infinity Ward?
Treyarch. Treyarch's only had one fuck up, if you ask me.
What is their mess up?
COD 40. COD 3. Entire game.
You know, I was thinking about it recently, right? So, okay, I'll start by saying Black Ops is a better game than Modern Warfare 2. There's no question about it. But what makes it a better game is the fact that they're kind of looking at community feedback, they're listening to it, and they're doing their best to avoid those frustrations. Whereas Infinity Ward, it almost felt like they thought they made a perfect game, and then any community feedback was a waste of time. That, or they, knew they made a mistake and just didn't really care to do anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, Vondahar was in the live stream last night, the Machinima live stream.
I wish I saw that, but let's go to that next. Did you see it, by the way?
I didn't. I don't watch that.
Damn it.
Yeah, he blew us off.
But what was
you see how he replied to me?
Hold on a minute. We were talking about who makes the better game. The hit detection in Modern Warfare 2 is better than the hit detection in Black Ops. The matchmaking in Modern Warfare 2 was better than the matchmaking in Black Ops now anyway. The graphics and the look of the game in Modern Warfare 2, it's a better looking game than Black Ops is. It's almost like on every technical measure, Modern Warfare 2 was better than Black Ops. Where Modern Warfare 2 really fell down was that, community relationship position and their willingness to do anything about the feedback that they got. If they had gotten rid of noob tubes in Modern Warfare 2 and gotten rid of Commando, which is something that Treyarch probably would have done if people started screaming from the high hills about it, then Modern Warfare 2 would have been a better game in every way.
It's like this. It's like they were both supposed to design a chess game, and Infinity Ward went ahead and made like a super cool looking chessboard with all these badass pieces that are just beautiful. but they're all overpowered. Nobody likes to play chess when you got one piece that just kills everything. And then Treyarch comes along and actually makes a balanced chess game like everybody's accustomed to, and it's just a regular black and white checkered board, and they love it. It's not fun to play when the knight kills everything.
I just, it's like, man, Modern Warfare 2 would have been a better game than Black Ops if they just fixed these couple little problems. And I look, like Black Ops, from what I hear from David Vonderhaar, he says, what they've done is they've enhanced the World at War engine. Like, they didn't build on top of the Modern Warfare 2 one. And I look at that, and it kind of explains why the hit detection sucks. Because I guess whatever enhancements were made between COD 4 and 6 were lost, and they're not built into Black Ops. Yeah. And, so I wish the Treyarch guys had the technical superiority that Infinity Ward has, or I wish Infinity Ward had the customer service that Treyarch does. If you put them together, you'd have a hell of a game.
So what do you think about all the people that say Black Ops isn't going to last longer than 6 months? And, like, on our comments, some people are saying, this game is boring. Go back to Modern Warfare 2. What do you say to that?
Let me tell you.
Oh, those people suck a dick.
Let me rant here. But Black Ops is boring. It is as it states right now, it's a boring game. But that's because it still has mistakes in it. Like, I get bored as fucking shit playing TDM 3v3 and 2 of the other bitches on the other teams got ghost. That's boring as fuck. And you see it. Anybody that plays TDM has seen it. You see it 4 or 5 times an hour.
And actually, I had a game where our whole team backed out, and it was just me and someone else that I was in a party with against like 6 on the other team, and we just got owned for that game. It was like, I was like 10 and 19.
They'll never give you another person. Never will.
It's mixed, man. Like, so, never is the wrong word, right? Because I bet, on the other hand, you've been dropped into games that were unwinnable, right? I know I've joined domination games that were virtually over. There's chopper gunners in the air. It's all the horribleness that you hate.
Yeah, 193 to 70.
On the other hand, like Wings has pointed out, sometimes, like, I'll have games where I go 10-1, but the other team fell to like 1 or 2 players, and it's like, darn it, man, I might have gotten to a kill streak and had myself a YouTube game if these guys didn't quit. Instead, it's hard to even track people down because there's only 1 or 2 guys on the whole team, and they do seem slow to drop people into games that are going on, but it's not as if it never happens. It's just weird. But on the other hand, you hate being dropped in those games so much. I don't know which model's better, the Call of Duty model or the Halo model.
Hey, look here. I'd rather get dropped in a game I can't win and dashboard than never get dropped in a game at all.
So wait a second. If you dashboard, you don't get the loss? Is that what happens?
You don't get it. The game doesn't count.
Does the KD back out and everything? I heard that doesn't work in this game.
It still works. And it doesn't
Really?
even put it in your. It doesn't even put it in your theater.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't really dashboard. I'm going to admit on here on the podcast, I dashboarded one time in Black Ops since it came out, and that was probably my first dashboard in maybe a year. Like, I hardly ever dashboard, and even if I get dropped into those 120 to 10 domination games, I'm like, we can still get this. Let's turn it around. I start trying to rally the troops and triple cap.
You know when I dashboard, when I go into a domination game by myself, and I realize I'm the only person playing domination.
I can see that. I don't do that. When that happens to me, I get on the mic and I start trying to put on my lieutenant hat and all right, guys, I'm gonna get A, you hold B, we're gonna do this. And
some guy goes, shut the fuck up.
You're gay. Well, you're muted. I'm gonna work with my other 4 friends. but that's exactly how it goes down, man. I immediately start trying to rally everyone and turn it into a better game. There have been a few, and some of my proudest moments in gaming. Like, there was one time it was Modern Warfare 2, but it was Crash, and so they brought it back. And I dropped in that game. I forget the exact score now, but it was blown out. I'm going to say we were down 140 to somewhere in the teens. And but on the other hand, I was the super version of me. You know how every 1 in 100 games you are that guy who is, Socrates? And so that
noobs fear to tread me.
Yeah. So I dropped in that game. It was nearly over, but I was the super me. And I capped 2 flags. I pinned them back at A. I cleared it out. We had on triple cap. The other team rage quit, and I never posted the game because we sort of came back. when it was like 6-on-1. Like I'd gotten them to rage quit, and I swear to God, it was me being the unusual version of me. And yeah, they quit out. We triple capped. We won the game, and I was like, damn, that was one of my proud moments in gaming. And I will stick in games and try and get those. But I did rage quit. I did dashboard once in Black Ops, and it was just dreadful.
Another thing that bothers me is they made the mini-map bigger in Black Ops than previous Call of Duties.
Did they? I didn't even notice.
I didn't notice that.
It's 35% bigger, at least.
Is it just magnified, or is it showing
Really?
more?
It's magnified. It's like the green arrows are bigger, the buildings are bigger.
Oh.
Like in Modern Warfare 2, you had a bigger view of everything around you on the mini-map than this game. Like you ever wondered like where the spy plane is, and you see the orange dot, but it's not really on your mini map. And then you press start, and he's like all the way across the screen. It's like what the fuck?
Yeah, I didn't even notice that the map was bigger. I do like the Call of Duty map, though. I know Hutch has the opposite opinion. He prefers having no radar at all in games like the.
I think that helps compile against the ghost problem, dude. Because it makes my mini map smaller. So it seems like my motion sensor is huge, but it's not really that big because the mini map is bigger.
Yeah,
that's a good observation.
I think the map is key in a first-person shooter. I think it belongs there, and I love it. So yeah.
I mean, like if y'all got time, put your Modern Warfare 2 COD 4 disc in and look at the mini map.
I don't think mine will fit.
For those that don't know, Kyle shot his with a couple different guns and set it on fire, so it's not going to work.
Should have napalmed that bitch, Kyle.
I got some napalm in the garage. I made it yesterday. Styrofoam. Oh, I guess I shouldn't say how.
Yeah, you don't get the recipe out. We breaking some rules.
So is Black Ops going to last? Is it going to last?
Wash your hands before you light it up, though, Kyle.
So hold on a minute. So I think that Black Ops is going to last. I think it'll stick around. I will admit that the gameplay is somehow it doesn't seem as like twitchy and speedy. It's somewhere in between Halo and Black Ops, or Halo and Modern Warfare 2 in terms of watching the gameplay. But I don't see anything knocking it off its throne.
No.
Which leads into the next one. So I'm going to call it COD 8, whatever that is made by Sledgehammer. The people that make it Dead Space? Is that the one they make?
They didn't make nothing yet. This will be the first game.
No, that's not true. Sledgehammer's made a game before. Does anyone know which one it is?
I don't know.
I'll look it up right now.
Sledgehammer. So is it going to be a Modern Warfare, or what is it going to be?
It's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, I think.
Yeah, I'm sorry the podcast is going through a slow spot. I'm looking up which games they've done before.
I think
they did it as another name, as Visceral Games.
I think this could easily be another example.
And they did Dead Space, The Simpsons, Godfather, all the Godfathers, From Russia with Love, James Bond, Agent Under Fire, Everything Is Nothing, The Sims 3, and Dead Space 2.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So they're not.
Pretty
they
sad
made
Dead
games
Space
before. That's cool. Yeah. So Sledgehammer's doing COD 8, and I wonder what it'll be. I mean, like, I'm a little nervous. It's going to be terrible, right? That they're going to be brand new to this engine. That it's going to be like, they're walking in and maintaining somebody else's code. That's not an easy task for a programmer. And I wonder what it's gonna be like.
I don't know. I think it's going to be another example of what happened when World at War came out, and like you had everybody went over played World at War for a while, but ended up going back to COD 4 for another year.
You keep saying that World at War had more players than COD 4 during that whole period.
Yeah, but those are little kids and you.
And seed enters. Yeah, so actually, Wings, I paid a lot of attention. I don't know why, but like as kind of a fan of COD 4 and Call of Duty, I used to pay attention week by week whenever Major Nelson released his rankings for the most played games. And Wings is right that World at War, I'm going to say 9 times out of 10 had more players than COD 4. Not every time. I mean, COD 4 would sometimes beat out, but World at War generally was more played than COD 4, although it had no YouTube community.
I'm still standing at this. World at War is still my favorite Call of Duty game.
Wow.
And I was saying, I was going to do a commentary on this, but we should do this on the podcast. If they did another World War II shooter with the new engine, what would be the kill streaks?
I don't know. I think we should bore them to death. Crush them with repetitiveness, and then
let's put them in a chair and watch them watch World at War commentators. Unleash Wings of Redemption's TDM number 875 World at War.
The 11 kill streak would be listening to me talk about controlling the engagement.
Yeah.
The boring gameplay.
I was sort of thinking the 11 kill streak could be like you actually get a tank from World at War. You get to drive it around for 2 minutes, and it's unkillable.
Unkillable?
Wow.
Yeah. I think 11 kill streaks should not be able to be destroyed. You work 11 kills with your guns, you deserve a reward. You don't deserve a noob to shatter your dreams with a rocket launcher. Phase 1, 3, and 15.
I'm thinking about that.
What do you guys think about, let's say if Black Ops had a game mode where you could use Modern Warfare 2 kill streaks, but everything else is Black Ops? Do you think that would be...
I'd like to see it bring back building kill streaks, at least in a playlist. Like a playlist where
like
kill
the Modern Warfare 2 way?
Where you building kill streaks meaning kill streaks build more kill streaks.
Yeah, like have a playlist for
it. See, I'm at a level, I don't claim to be a really great gamer, but I'm at a level where if kill streaks build kill streaks, I can get there. I can turn normal games into great ones by getting to 5, which turns it to whatever. And
it would make the game more fast-paced.
There's this... one reason that Trek didn't do it, and I heard this during their interviews, was that there was this sort of the rich get richer problem in Modern Warfare 2. All you have to do is be that one level above normal, above average, and then all of a sudden you're way, way above average. And they said, that rich get richer was a problem in the game because the people who were just on the other side of it were a lot poorer than they had to be. But for me personally, I was just rich enough, and I could get those kill streaks all the time. It wasn't hard to get double payloads in a game, and I could pull that off. So for me, it would work, although I don't know that it makes a better game.
I do. It does make a better game. It makes it faster paced. Because right now, motherfuckers are camping for a care package. You don't believe it? This game has got slower pace since they took kill streaks, building kill streaks out. And a lot of people knock it because, it takes more skill to get kills with your gun. I guess it also makes it a lot more boring. I mean,
it's made the care package more attractive for some players, and not for me. I actually don't like the care package. I care so much about winning. It pulls me off the objective. It slows things down, and I don't always get what I want. But I can totally see guys who maybe earn their 9 and 11 kill streaks, even more rare than me, want to rock the care package all the time, so that they get them.
And I think you get cheated. That's another big problem with Ghost, and people don't see this now. But once people start getting settled in and get comfortable with the prestige they want, Ghost Pro is going to be made known. It's going to make, when you get an 11 kill streak, there's a good chance that 3 of the 6 people aren't going to pop up on there. So you have 3 red dots. The 3 of the 6 people can shoot you down right away, making your 11 kill streaks useless. What fun is that?
Somebody wrote in the stream. I'm sorry. It was a perfect summary in my head, and it was that Modern Warfare 2 was frustrating but fun. Black Ops isn't frustrating, but it's slow and boring. And then COD 4 and 2 were awesome. So COD 4 was awesome, but it had its problems too. I think people have forgiven it for that triple nade since it came out, but nades used to just drop out of the sky and insta-kill you, and there wasn't much you could do. It had that frustration as well. But yeah, Modern Warfare 2 was frustrating but fun. Black Ops is a little slower paced, and it's a great game. I think it's been the best COD to come out since 4, but we'll see. We'll give it some time. I'm still learning my way around too.
So what about just speeding it up? Putting the speed of Modern Warfare 2 movements, like jumping and everything.
I wish they had COD 4 drop shots. That was great. One thing that Call of Duty does really well is it has some of the most responsive controls in the game. The thing is really, you turn left, right, you move around. The guy is fast. If you were to walk the road in Modern Warfare where Adom is on Favela. You know that sort of long street at the top of the Favela map? If you were to just walk from one side to the other, how long do you think that would take? Like 12 seconds? Something like that? How long does it take you to walk a real block? Like 6 minutes? Something crazy? I mean, your character really is speedy in these games, and they respond really well, except laying down. Somehow laying down, they nerf it to the point where, you know, in real life, I can lay down as quick as gravity. I'm gifted like that. In Modern Warfare, in these games, it takes a while to get yourself, you know, you drop to a knee, you sort of collect your thoughts, you drop to your belly, and if that was responsive like COD 4, then I think this game could be a little more fast-paced. As it is, they've nerfed some of the stuff that the skill players have picked up, like drop shotting and sound whoring, and I guess they tried to level the playing field that way. I don't know.
It doesn't work. It just makes you get unfair deaths. It does. I mean, a good team is still trashing newbies. I mean, it's not like that shit's changed. They can make it so a good player doesn't have a drop shot. He doesn't have this. As long as you've got a good shot, people that suck. Like, you remember my Beast Mode Engage video? That's the average player on Call of Duty.
He's not average.
He is.
That guy was like,
nah.
Average player has an even KD.
Don't play much their TDM.
Nah.
I bet you money. 3 of the 6 people will be like him.
Dude.
3 of them.
No.
Yes.
That guy, you could juke that guy out and he couldn't kill you. You could be like strafing him and he'd be like shooting around you like the Matrix. That guy was like, that probably wasn't even that guy because he was a level 40 or whatever. That was probably that kid's little sister.
Oh, that was that guy. That was,
Dude, how do you know? It's not like you talked to him.
I looked at other games in his file share.
They were all like that.
All of them.
What was it? I wish you could see his KD. You should have sent him a friend request, man.
You can't just send Maniac 6 a chat invite.
All right, Wings, I want to talk about that Beast Mode Engage thing. Do you think what you did was right there?
I don't think it hurt anybody. I mean, I thought when I first did it, I didn't think of anything of a backlash like what he got, because one, I thought like people were like, yeah, I remember this guy on my team and laugh at him, and that, you know. It's like, it's not like everybody sees that kind of player. I get mad at that kind of player every game I play the game on.
Here, to me, that reeked of cyberbullying. Like, you pick this guy out, and so you're good at gaming, right? I bet I could drop almost any video games in your hands, and you're going to be above average at it. On the other hand, there are probably parts of your life where you're below average, and you wouldn't want someone taking that and exposing it to the world, making a video about it and adding laughing commentary. And, like, it was kind of mean, don't you think?
I was sitting there trying to think, this guy said I rage quit when my team was winning. Yeah, I do that too. Yeah, I'm upset.
But so like I thought you were a little harsh on the guy, and yeah, he's not good at video games, but
he's not good at. I'm gonna tell you, from watching that video, he's not good at video games. He's not good at football. He's probably not good at masturbating. He had little to no hand-eye coordination at all.
All right, that was funny, but like. Man, it was just cyberbullying. You were being rough on that poor guy, and now
he probably doesn't even know it.
Really? I bet you he doesn't know why his inbox is just filled with messages of hate.
Dude, I've had 2 people that I know of change their gamer tag because I went after him in videos. I'm sure that kid got a real shit ton because the whole video was devoted to him.
Oh, he's got 140,000 views right now.
Oh my!
Yeah. Me and Thunder were watching that this morning at like 4 a.m. I was telling him about the video because he hadn't seen it yet. I was like, go watch it, man. And he went in the other room. I could hear him listen to it. He was laughing hysterically at that video. Like, I could hear him in the other room, like freaking out over that. He was laughing so hard.
Yeah, I thought it would be a funny as shit video, and it is. And people have been begging me to do another one. I'm on the fence if I should or not.
I don't think so, man.
I think you should, man. I think you should find you need to find worse players though, like people who were like.
I found a worse player, and I'm like, I found a guy that was shooting the mannequins in the firing range.
Oh, man.
Like it would literally scare him every time he seen him, and he'd unload his gun on him.
Man, I normally don't try to talk about the stream because we got feedback that it doesn't make for a good show. But the stream is filled with people saying, "Do it, do it, do it." Woody, stop! Like I'm the jerk in this thing. I'm the guy who's wrong.
Don't be the jerk, Woody.
I think it's entertaining video. I do. I think it's one of the best videos I've ever done. That's why I kept it up.
I mean, all right. gaming is generally mean-spirited anyway. First-person shooters, we're playing a game where we are killing our enemies. We are shooting their human bodies with machine guns, blowing them into little bits. And when you do it, you say, yeah, fuck you, buddy, you got owned. Yeah, you got raped. So what's wrong with picking out somebody's gameplay and talking about how bad they are? It's not like you... Now, I would say this. If you like, had a video of the guy, like, getting off the school bus on crutches and going into his school, and you were laughing like, look at him try to walk. That would be bad. That's not
Hey,
cool.
Billy, you want to go run to the store?
Oh, wow.
So, Wing, someone
But the funny thing is, about that kind of player is he's probably never played a first-person shooter before, so he's figuring everything out. He doesn't know, like, where to go, what to do.
I picked that video out because of the Starella launcher, dude. I called him my helicopter, and he pulls his fucking launcher out and looks for my helicopter. I'm like, look at this motherfucker. I'm on his team.
I don't know if he still does it, but I saw... Yeah. Oh, I remember that. He tried to shoot down his teammate's helicopter. Oh, no.
And that wasn't a good gun for him to use either. I wouldn't recommend that gun for someone new.
No, he needs.
I would recommend him use a scavenger because I don't think he's ever going to run out of ammo.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's not.
You don't need sleight of hand either.
People
if you do like
about,
that gun, though, Smoove, he was leaving them all over the map for you.
Yeah, they're everywhere. If that kid's on your team, tell him to run the same class you're running. That way you can just keep on picking them up. You can run sleight of hand, you can run hardline, whatever you want to run. That kid's going to be leaving you guns.
Apparently, I'm in the tiny little minority that thinks it was wrong to pick on that poor guy.
I thought it was probably... It wasn't nice, but I'm not going to say it was wrong. Like, there aren't exactly Call of Duty ethics. I mean, I don't know. I watched it, and I laughed, and I was looking at the comments of everybody hating, and just on and on and on. And I saw that thing on Reddit.com, and I was like, whatever, man. I enjoyed the video. Whether it's right or wrong, I don't really care.
Strong opinion.
I enjoyed it. I mean,
what do you guys think about the gun balance in this game? Do you guys have an issue with the 7.4U?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Let me say this.
It's
If you had to choose one gun to balance, 7.4 to Nerf, I'll say 7.4U or FAMAS.
G11.
Really? Yeah, G11 is actually the one
That bothers you?
Yeah, the G11.
I love the G11. I run it all the time. When I use
Like,
the G11, I feel like I'm an MP40 noob. I'm like, do these guys realize it's single bursts, even on my collection, a whole lot. It has the hip fire spread of a submachine gun. This thing is a beast. Yeah, when I have the M16, I felt like I was almost unarmed if I'm in the same room as that guy. The G11 has such a small hip fire, and it has such a rapid follow-up burst. I win close quarters battles and long distance battles and anywhere in between. I love my G11.
And you can get your 4-man spray because it's got like 50 fucking bullets.
Oh, that's another thing, man.
It has so much ammo.
If I reload the G11, I want to like knock myself in the head. I'm like, what am I doing? This thing has, I think it has 45 bullets in the default clip. Is it 48? 48 divided by 3, is that 16 bursts?
It's, yes, it is.
Yeah, so you can get 16 bursts before you reload. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah,
that's
but
like 8 kills. You can get yourself the damn near chopper gunner on hardline without reloading with that gun. It is a thing of beauty.
But it doesn't have any attachments.
Doesn't matter. It's got beautiful iron sights.
Iron sights are good.
Yeah, but if you could put like a silencer, something else on there, you can't put anything on it.
I do think it'd be interesting to try a G11 with a silencer. Like, even if it was a 2 burst, it might be a pretty good gun. But I think it's still a really good gun the way it is.
What I want to do is put the sniper scope on it and go play hardcore. Because you quick scope like a motherfucker with that thing.
Yeah, that thing.
You can quick scope with that.
But you got to look at it this way, Chris Smoove. It might be just an okay gun without a silencer and like, a random person's hands. But just imagine if a team of organized people abused the shit out of that gun.
Yeah.
Dude, you wouldn't be able to move. You literally would be outgunned every time you walked out.
Do you guys know the history of that gun and the deal of it and like the facts behind it and everything?
Can you tell it not boring?
I was hoping Wings would tell it and be boring, and I could avoid doing so.
I can tell you what it is. I mean, I don't look into the gun that much. It's one of those electronic guns. That's why I can't have a silencer, because silencers require what you call subsonic bullets to shoot, and it couldn't shoot subsonic bullets because it uses electricity to ignite the primer in the gun.
Yeah, you see. Well, there is no primer. You see those rods you're putting in there. Imagine that rod is stacked. It's like bullet, powder in a line, and it's setting that powder off in sequence, 3 at a time or full auto. And I want to say there's only like 8 of them in the United States right now. I get to shoot one of them next week.
That's awesome.
And we have acquired 30 rounds for it. So
really?
Yeah.
I gotta shoot that thing too, man.
No. There's only 30 bullets in the world left.
Oh, go to hell, man. I'll take a shot.
Just give me one burst, motherfucker.
I'll get a shot on it. That'll be a cool trip, man. I'm looking forward to that. I hope it's not some really elaborate prank. Can we talk about that? Do you want to?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
For people that don't know, is it Bud's Gun Shop? Do I have it right?
It's Las Vegas Gun Store.
Okay, Las Vegas Gun Store has sponsored FPS Russia. Like they like what he does, shooting guns that he uses in the game in real life and stuff. And they gave him an all expense paid trip out to Nevada for him and a friend. And they're going to give him guns, they're going to give him bullets, and they're going to go out there and we're going to make some videos. And the friend is me. So yeah, we're going out there, we're shooting guns and making some videos. We'll see. It should be fun.
We're going to get a whore. It's going to be great.
My wife saw that Skype post where you said you wanted to what does it say exactly? You want to talk to a prostitute? I have to look at it.
I think I said I wanted to make a video with a prostitute, or maybe a video with a whore. I don't know.
I've been thinking of video ideas. I definitely want to do something with a prostitute. My wife was like,
yeah,
what?
I worded it so that it was funny.
and like she didn't think it was funny at all. And she's like, that I'm like, dude, trust me, I wouldn't do anything that would be a problem. And I'm like, we might talk to one and just do an interview, and I could hold the camera. And she's like, no. And I'm like, really? I can hold the camera? And she is not down for me being in the same state as a prostitute.
Well,
she is just.
I'll set up the tripod then.
There you go.
There'll be 2 videos. There'll be the one that goes on YouTube and the one that goes on RedTube.
So you guys, I wonder, what do you guys think the Sledgehammer game is going to be like? Do you think it's going to be a total miss because it's their first one around? Do you think it's going to be such a direct copy of Black Ops that it's just reskinned? What do you think?
I think it's going to be a direct copy of Modern Warfare 2 because that's probably the engine they're going to be give to play with.
Yeah,
it's probably a better place to start than World at War was. If they were to grab Modern Warfare 2,
World at War again, dude.
Dude, it's the hit detection, and
there's nothing wrong with the hit detection unless you're using a sniper. I mean,
you have to lead your bullets in World at War. No, I didn't play a ton of it.
You had to do it in COD 4 too, because World at War uses the COD 4 engine to shoot.
I hear you, and you're right. COD 4 had some of that as well, but in Modern Warfare, I think the hit detection, if that was your only measure, was probably
it's a whole different engine, though.
It's not a whole different engine. I mean, it's just a modified version of the same engine.
I mean, so this hit detection, like in Black Ops, I haven't really noticed it.
I haven't either. I mean, only on snipers. And most of that
I've
comes
never tried the
from their anti-clipping stuff. Like, they put a lot of invisible walls in the game to keep you from clipping into rocks. And even if you clip into the rock, there's an invisible wall around it.
Well, maybe my opinion of the hit detection in Black Ops will change. I went through probably more than a week of some really bad connections, where I'd be on red bars and yellow bars. Yellow is 2 bars. And maybe that's altered my opinion, where I'm like 6 bursting with the damn G11. and I think the hit detection sucks. Maybe more time in the game on a better connection, I'll change my opinion. We'll see.
Because I haven't noticed that.
They fucked my game up bad. They took my sound whoring away. They made my map bigger. I'm an M16 guy, so they made me have to shoot 3 or 4 times at a guy now.
Yeah. But what about the camera spike? Because I remember I thought that would be something that I would use, and I haven't even tried that yet.
Have
you guys tried it?
I've seen it, though. And
it does the sin of every game. They take away the mini-map. You can't do that.
That's the balance, right? So the nice thing about the motion detector is it tells you where you are and you still get your mini-map. It tells them where they are and you still... I'm still saying it wrong. It tells you where they are and you still get to keep your mini-map. The camera spike takes away your map, which is actually a big deal. but you get instant notification when someone's coming down that, coming at your back, assuming that's why you're using it. And that's kind of cool to instantly know.
Maybe you can set it up when you're playing in a lobby where someone's using a counter. So if they use the counter, you put your camera out and you have, I guess you could do that for a while.
Hey, look, the stream is telling us that you can toggle the mini-map and the camera.
Yes, press up.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
We should try that. We need to get some videos out with the camera.
I need to play some more. The Wings of Redemption needs to set up one of those goofy classes. And remember how he spent 2 months telling you how Scrambler was a good perk?
Oh, God.
It is a good perk.
You need to do that with the camera, and show us how to use it.
I was there thinking about it. Like, I set the camera up on the little area where the snipers go in WMD, pointing toward A, and I have my gun aimed at the warehouse on B.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot. Why not?
I got to play around with that more. I stopped prestiging. I have more money than I know what to do with in this game. I might just buy everything there is to buy for fun. I think I'm at I don't even know. I'm going to guess I have $125,000, like just sitting around and nothing to buy. I'm going to start playing around.
I didn't prestige, so I'm trying to experiment a little bit, trying out some SMGs, and it seems like most of them only have a 20 bullet clip without an extended mag. And I think that kind of ruins some of the SMGs. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a couple that have 20. I want to say about half do, and then some have 30 and one has 32.
Yeah, because I haven't tried them all yet, but I've noticed that a couple, it's like you have to use the extended mag if you want the 30 bullets.
Yeah, extended mags.
I don't know why they did that.
I use extended mags a lot because I die when I reload too much. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I'm not killing people in 4 bullets. Like some guys are just magic, and their first 4 bullets fired seem to get the kill all the time. But I'm not one of them. So I'll find myself with half a clip, and I want to reload it, and that can be dangerous.
Especially now since they made it so loud.
Yes, yeah, the reloading is crazy loud, and it's not slower really, but it just feels really dangerous and gets me a lot.
Have you messed around in the private matches and tweaked the pro perks any at all to see how they?
Hutch did actually. So I wasn't the guy controlling it, but I played Hutch a quick scoping match, and he changed the reticle so that it was tiny. They made it pretty much like you didn't need to aim down sights on a sniper because it went right where the thing was. And that's pretty neat. It's a neat customization that they added to the game. It was cool.
Yeah, you can make sleight of hand go 400% faster, and it's when you press reload, it just pop, reload. It's just done. It's ridiculous.
One thing that Treyarch did that I really appreciate is you can save those modes in your file share. So now when I host a Game Battles game, I'll just grab say we're playing Demolition. I'll grab Demolition on Havana, change up the map if I need to, but all the game settings are there, and I don't have to in all the previous Call of Duties. That was a major problem, trying to get all those settings right, dotting your I's, crossing your T's. All right, we need to have this and this, and all of a sudden you figure out you left a kill streak on and you lost the game unfairly because there's someone got to a spy plane. On Black Ops for competitive matches, you can just pull up the game rules and sort of invoke them. It's kind of nice.
Yep. So the dual mag is, I guess, that's the best attachment. Or what do you guys think?
I like extended mag.
Yeah.
What do you think, Kyle?
I like the which gun?
I like the silencer reflex combo.
If I'm running AK-74U, I'm either going to run the grip or I'm going to run the extended mags. If I'm running FAMAS, then I probably want the dual mag. If I'm running the AK-47, it's extended mag. It really depends on the gun. I like extended mags on most of the assault rifles because they've all got such good iron sights. Like the AUG, the AUG's iron sights are awesome. You don't need a red dot or anything like that on there.
I need to give the AUG another try.
It's the FAMAS. It's just the FAMAS with a different skin, maybe different rate of fire, but
is it really?
Good.
I used the AUG in my Zero Prestige a bunch. I didn't really have much luck with it, and I haven't given it another try. But you know how that goes. You have a bad 5 or 6 games, and you're like, oh, this gun's terrible, and you move on. But sometimes that's really not enough.
Yeah, I gave up on the AUG too. From long range, I was not doing what I wanted to. So I just kind of left it alone.
I'll tell you what, like, and I said this a while back, and it's still my favorite assault rifle, and that's the FAL. I can get up on, like, on jungle. On jungle, I can get up in that little hut, and they'll be running across that field over there where the mines are, and I'll be picking off 2 or 3 of them at a time. It's just pop, 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 pop,
The
pop, pop, pop.
hut over Bravo?
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
D-Dom? Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that.
They got no chance. Like they'll spray me with a FAMAS or something, and it's just losing all of its damage over that range. My FAL is still 2-shot.
I used to own that hut when the game first came out, and it was like instant good game. Jungle would come up, I'd sit in the hut, and if you tried to approach me from C or around that path, you were done with. If you tried to like take Bravo, you were just a fish in a barrel, and I'd shoot down at you. Now, everyone has the counter lines of sight to that hut so mapped out. Like, you're in that hut, then all of a sudden some guy's on the cliff poning you. You get a kill or two in the hut, and then some guy has some spot all the way down by the other hut on the other side of the bridge and trail, and he's picking you off. And it's like, damn, man, people have figured out how to counter the hut.
I stand on the right side of the hut and shoot them through the trees as they come down the trail.
I've done that.
Just get up on the rock. That's all you got to do. Just get up on the rock.
Yeah, too many people like go to the rock though.
Yeah, and there's a hut on the edge of the map near, I guess, Adom. I don't know, not too far from Adom, with the ladder on it, and it has a nice counter sight from the rock. You can just take him down. But
the AK-47 is really good. I just started using it with a silencer. I actually haven't been using silencers much, but I just started dual mag silencer.
I think
the AK-47 one of the best guns.
When I look at my stats, I think I have my highest KD with it, but I haven't played as many games with it, so I don't know if that would level out. So I used to have a 4 KD with it.
Real controllable recoil. Real controllable.
Yeah, that's... if they would make a gun that had 40 points of damage that stayed on target, that would be the one I'd use all the time. But
that'd be Commando.
Commando's one I use a lot. I stopped using the Commando. So my subs all fuss at me if I use like the same gun 2 videos in a row, so I switch them out a lot. But the Commando's one of my favorites. You guys want to talk about WikiLeaks?
Yeah, but I got a quick question first. That's has nothing to do with the podcast. How much money can I send with a verified PayPal account at one time?
Don't know.
A lot.
That's such an
with an unverified,
question.
Right? I think only.
I've got a lot of money to transfer.
Or it's not. See, I need somebody's trying to send me a lot of money and they can't because I'm not verified. But I just got verified. I'm still.
Oh, verified? I think it's like $100 unverified.
No, it's not that.
I think it's more. I think it's like either 300 or 500.
Yeah,
like
no, it's more than that because Machinima's been paying me.
Oh,
might be $10,000 then.
All right, I must. Okay, I went over $10,000 then because this guy can't send me the rest of this money.
So I normally don't talk about the stream because, like I said earlier, we get feedback. Some guy wrote, "Woody, you have a large misunderstanding on the KD weapon stats. They are the amount of deaths by that gun to the amount of kills you've gotten with it." What does he think I think KD is?
I think he's talking about DK. It's a completely different stat. It has nothing to do with KD. DK is completely different.
Does he think is Black Ops my first Call of Duty? Am I so freaking new at this that I don't know what a KD is?
Oh, I get that the other day. I don't know if you noticed. I titled a video Modern Warfare 3 Justin Bieber. And if you listen to the commentary, I pitched the idea for the new Call of Duty where it's Modern Warfare 3 and the whole game is you invading a Justin Bieber concert, taking him hostage, and eventually killing him. So that's my idea for the new Call of Duty. This guy goes, "It's not called Modern Warfare 3, dumbass. It's called Black Ops."
Nice.
I just replied back, "I stand corrected." like he didn't notice the video had like 80,000 views and maybe that wasn't my first video. I don't know.
So how long were people fooled that you weren't FPS Russia?
They still are. You should go to my comment box. I disable comments when I post an FPS Kyle video because they're like, "Get rid of the American guy. We hate him. Bring back the Russian." Like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm blocking these fools left and right. I'm like, I just gotta let it go. Just let it go. Yeah. I know that like 50,000 of these people like me. 50,000 of them probably 80,000 of them like him. There's 20,000 at least that hate him. That are like, "Kyle, stop doing the act. I like you. silly.
Yeah.
Like in one of the videos you put up, you kind of explained it. You said, you know what, FPS Russia does the like entertainment-driven stuff. FPS Kyle does a lot of the like knowledge and tactics type stuff. And there you have it. This is the channel. And if people don't get it, then
Yeah.
people are silly.
So I don't know if you guys already talked about this, but we know Kyle can do this. Let's say if Woody's gamer tags he didn't exist on YouTube and Wings of Redemption, would you be able to start now and do this all over again? Get back to where you are?
Oh, you said
you think you could
Kyle
do that?
can do it. Are you saying that because FPS Russia did so well?
Yeah.
Because FPS
Kyle, he's basically already done it.
Well, I got help from Woody and Wings though.
Yeah, I was going to say Woody, Wings,
like
that
we
guy
got
who champs, Muzza Fuzza. Like part of the reason that FPS Russia got off to his blazing start was that FPS Kyle had developed the network. And,
yeah, so like I had a video on we put a video on Wings and Woody's channel, and then the next week I put one on That Guy Who Camps channel, and the one on That Guy Who Camps channel got 600,000 views. And
that thing went crazy.
So
but you created two different personalities, though. You had two
there's
different.
like 5 of them now.
Yeah, so we already know you passed the test already. But let's say if we were never here, would you be able to get back? Do you think if you started now, from scratch with no fan base?
Yeah, I think so, because I could get networked quickly. I think I could like make friends with people and explain what I do, and I would make a different sort of video. I would make videos that were explaining the basics of Call of Duty and to try to establish myself as something like that.
It's all about getting noticed.
Yeah, it's all about getting noticed. You just got.
So you think you could do it, Wings?
Yeah, I could do it. It's like Frog the Barber. That's probably gonna be the next big commentator.
Frog
Is he the one that did the high action commentary?
Yeah.
That thing was funny.
I mean, I was watching
really
it like,
good.
I want to promote this guy, and when you get to that kind of level, you're doing a good job. When the guy wants to actually help you out because more people need to see this.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, it's all about the networking. I mean, I only had like maybe 10,000 subscribers, and I was on Machinima, but I had 10,000 subscribers, and then the Moody Swede like saw one of my videos, and he's like, "Hey man, I've been watching your videos. I really like them. I'd like to put one of yours on my channel." I'm like, "Hell yeah," because he had like 18,000, which was ridiculously high at the time, and I was like, "Yeah, man." So I put one on there, and Wings saw that. So Wings was like, "Hey man, I'd like to do a dual commentary with you," and then it just leapfrogs and goes back and forth when you do stuff like that, and I don't know, you get to know people and start working together. But it's hard. It would be like virtually impossible. And there's guys out there who have virtually never done anything with anybody else and have just kind of stayed on their own and basically just fed off Machinima.
Yeah.
And that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, to answer the question that Smoove brought up, I would struggle. Like I don't really know that I'm all that interesting or that I'd stand out in to get started now. It's harder to break in today than it was a year ago. And I'll say when I broke in, it was harder then than it was before. I'm just coming up on my year point. I didn't even have. I got my HDPVR somewhere between Christmas and New Year's, and I maybe put up a video or two before that didn't even have gameplay. So I'm just coming up on the year, and at that time, Hutch, Wings, the Optic guys, Kyle, they were all started. Of course, there was a whole European guys, like Pyro and Sam and Moody, etc. I felt like I was late to the game. Now I realize, I was just in time.
Yeah, the people who were...
Because I remember, I saw that video again where you did the dual com with Wings. And the video, it only had like 30,000 views, but I remember back then, that was like a big video.
That one on, what was it, Underpass, the Rainy Man?
Underpass, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that video turned out, I put a lot of prep into that. Like, I had talking points. I had a little document in front of me that had, at 45 seconds, bring up this. At 1 minute and 10 seconds, bring up this.
Oh, my God.
And I didn't hit all of them, but, that conversation didn't drop. I came in there prepared. That was my big moment. And every now and then, the opposite happens. Like, I'll do a conversation with somebody else. And hardly anyone has that level of preparation, as they, it's their... I don't want to act like I'm some sort of big shot, but I have 150,000 subs now. So if you're just getting started and this is your big moment, then you probably should have put some prep work into it to make sure that you do the best you can. And most guys don't.
Yeah. So what's funny though is it started off where Wings he had more subscribers than you, but now you have more than him. how do you feel about that? How is that? Is that amazing?
I know what he's going to say.
I would have more than Woody, but I block half the motherfuckers.
The thing is, and I mean, I gotta agree with him here. Like, if Wings didn't block anybody ever, if he had never blocked anybody and he just didn't look at his comment box, he uploaded the video. If he uploaded a video, then he went outside and like had a beer, came back, played some more Call of Duty, and uploaded another video, and never even knew what a comment box was. Oh man, yeah, he'd be up there much bigger.
Yeah.
So how many people do you have blocked?
I broke 12,000 the other day.
Wow.
And like 12,000 doesn't sound like that many, but like you gotta keep in mind how viral one subscriber can be. You know, like 1,000 subscribers is gonna an extra 1,000 subscribers can get you over that edge where you're the most rated video on YouTube that day.
As it says right now, I've got 110,000 unsubscribes.
Yeah,
how do you know about your unsubscribes? How do you know that?
You can check it out.
Yeah, I can walk you through that. Is that number? Did we determine that one day when?
No, it didn't work that way because Kyle looked at his and he doesn't have nowhere near the amount.
Yeah, I got like 6,000.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you do have a lot of unsubs, but some of those subs might.
All right, so when this is over, you got to show me that.
Yeah, I'll show you that. But yeah, my channel grows a lot. I'm pretty. I'm really happy with how well it's done.
Yeah, you are. You're going fast.
But that in the YouTube community, for those of you who don't really know, there's like more than one way to like stack rank the pecking order, and one of them is subs. The other is like playing ability. So like a good example to me is XCal. Like I have a lot more subs than XCal, but I consider myself sort of lower than him on the pecking order because that guy is a beast at the game, and so whatever. I just popped into my head.
I've been watching his zombie gameplay. That's some good shit.
Yeah.
These zombies, they keep asking me for zombies.
I was playing zombies when the podcast started. Right? Well, I challenge anyone on my friends list. I guess it's pretty much everybody on YouTube mostly. Beat my score on Der Nachter Totem or whatever the hell it is. The zombie theater. I got to level 29. See if you can beat that.
Oh. Yeah, I'd like to do a zombies video. And I have two ideas. One, we could either try to get some really hilarious in-game commentary where people do stupid stuff and see how fun we can make that. Or two, just use zombies as a backdrop to kind of like a mini podcast or something like that. Mercadurka did that once. I thought it worked out pretty well. Zombies doesn't strike me as a real spectator game. It's got to be something else bringing the entertainment. Like, I'll watch an uncommentated Sandy Ravage game just because the watching is the point. It's incredible. But, I don't care how beastly you are at zombies. That thing is a little slow-paced. Watching you walk backwards, go for headshots with a pistol or, whatever, dude. That's...
I'd rather watch paint dry than play zombies.
Dude, that shit's fun, man. Dude. That's so much fun. It's so challenging.
It's so much fun, just like listening to a Lil Wayne album.
Oh, yeah.
Always ripping on Lil Wayne.
Dude, I don't know what you got against Lil Wayne. I love that song that he does with Eminem.
Dude, I love that he rips on Lil Wayne all the time. Like
randomly.
The worst rapper ever invented. I mean,
Wayne's just comes, I expect him to be like, you know what? Fuck Lil Wayne and fuck Glock.
We could be talking about George Bush was the worst president in a long time. Yeah, but he's way better than Kim Dong Ching was. Fuck Lil Wayne. That guy, he has no talent.
George Bush. You say George Bush was a bad president, but if Lil Wayne got the Oval Office, it'd be way worse.
I think George Bush did a pretty good job at you notice we didn't have any terrorist attacks during George Bush's tenure after 9/11. I'll say this about George Bush.
You notice we didn't have any terrorist attacks during the Bill Clinton administration?
Well, at the very end, right? We had the World Trade Center thing. So by that measure, Obama's better than Bush, I guess. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because Obama had a terrorist attack by this time.
Yeah, let alone the worst.
He's only been in for 2 years. What, 3 years?
So his run's longer than Bush's was.
Yeah, Bush was a year in office.
So I think Kyle's a closet Obama fan, given that he measures
people
by how long they could go without a terrorist attack. Damn. Obama's.
But they're trying. No, they're still trying.
Yeah.
With the whole ink cartridges and.
I mean, I love that, like, how like, the terrorists, like, we keep talking about, like, oh, they're organized, they got their shit together, they're technologically advanced these days. They can't even make a bomb correctly. Like dude, they don't even, like, I could make a bomb.
I know, I was going to say, FPS Russia would be an outstanding Al-Qaeda member. Right? I think he'd lead that stuff.
All right, don't say things like that. There's a lot of people listening, so calm down with the...
I'm just like, saying, this is how you make napalm.
I don't want to give you the napalm now. Come on now.
I already knew. Everybody knows how to make napalm.
Yeah, we can't give napalm instructions out for anybody who asks.
Or you could just go to the Anarchist Cookbook. You know, that'll teach you how to make just about anything you want to make.
Shoot. You want me to tell you how to make some other stuff, Kyle?
Like thermite?
Thermite. I could.
Yep.
I could blow up a building probably.
No, could you? So if the building go down. Don't say things like that.
What were aside from Kyle's love of Obama, did you guys want to talk about WikiLeaks?
Fuck Obama.
Did you say you liked Obama's healthcare resolution plan?
Shut the fuck up!
He said F Obama, which I interpret to mean he wants to have sex with Obama. I mean, I know he's working hard and everything, Kyle.
You know, Michelle might be upset with you, Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, with her $600 shoes.
Let's speak about that. Remember that time the press was all like, Michelle Obama wearing a nice dress that you can get at Kmart.
Yeah, dude, she can't win either way.
Yeah, she ain't wearing that Kmart dress anymore. They're flying all over the fucking world going on. You know when they went to India, that they built a tunnel for him to go through so that he could pass through the city? They built him a fucking tunnel. It's retarded. So while we've got like 10% unemployment, they're building goddamn tunnels in fucking India for Obama to walk through. Like what the fuck is he even doing in India?
I know what he's doing there. They're doing that whole healthcare, emergency records, making it all digital, and I think there's a whole bunch of Indian countries that are trying to buy those contracts.
Motherfucker was on vacation. That's what he was doing.
No, he wasn't. Dude, they are a huge trade partner. If you worked with computers, I bet 80% of the people I work with are from India. Like it's a.
Yeah, I know.
I $3 a fucking hour.
Yeah, I've tried to get my cell phone to work, or like an Xbox or anything. You try to get electronics to work, an Indian guy's going to be helping you out. I guarantee it.
and he doesn't know shit about computers on the other end. He has like a list in front of him.
He's got a fucking. I want to tell him, dude, that list you're reading off of, send that shit to me real quick. Just come on, just email it to me.
PDF of that motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Myself.
Ask to be escalated to level 2. That's all you got to do. Can you escalate me to level 2 support? I promise you'll be happy about it.
Does level 2 mean they're not Indian?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, so, level 1
Is that what you do?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sometimes I'll, rattle off my resume. I'll be like, look, dude, here are the things I've tried. This is, I've been a computer programmer for 18 years now. I have a master's degree in computer science. Can you bump me right to level 2? And they'll be like, yeah, I want no part of this problem. If you're stumped, I give up. And they send me the next guy.
Yeah, I laughed at the video where you were talking about your connection because every time I ask for help, they're like, reset your router.
Oh, yeah. A lot of guys commented. They're like, yeah, reboot your router. By the way, I'm actually 15. Like, he was the perfect guy that I asked not to comment. And they were enjoying it.
So what was the problem? Did you ever get it resolved?
I don't know. I do want to do a shout-out. I hope people hear it. That I had a handful of guys who were, supremely qualified to help me with it. Some guys were like, look, I'm a manager of the networking at AT&T. Another guy actually was a CCIE. If you don't know what that is, that's like the PhD of networking. And other guys, the one guy I worked with back and forth, I sent him some trace routes. But the trouble was I couldn't duplicate the problem after that video. Somehow making that video fixed my connection. And it's been 3 days now, and I haven't had a problem since. So I do have a strategy to collect more data that I can put out there for people who are experts in the field for the next time I have trouble. But I wish that I had actually solved it and that I could share the solution for people, but I don't have that. It just, I think my video scared my networking bugs away.
I wonder if this is going to be uncouth. Maybe Machinima should give us some PhDs for video gameplay.
Machinima is an accredited university. I'll have to talk to Professor Sark and see.
They could just give us a fake one. It's just something to put on the wall.
That'd be nice, man. Yeah, I'm accredited. Check it out over here. It's like got the big Machinima logo on top with the M in the middle. It's like it's Hutch and Sark have signed it at the bottom. It'd be cool.
Dude, if I sent them the paper, I bet they'd sign it and resend it.
You know they'd sign it.
You could totally get that. Yeah, man, they might make a video out of it. Woody, PhD of Campology.
Master in campology, minor in
Minor in.
It's controlling the engagement.
So I know it's kind of early, but let's talk about last year. What was your New Year's resolution?
Oh, I know what this one is.
If you passed it, and if what are you going to set for next year?
Well, I'll go first. My New Year's resolution was to get out of my shitty ass job, which, check, I did that. This year is not to get mad at people on the video game.
Really?
Yeah.
Not to get mad at other people while playing games?
Yeah.
That's
tough.
I know. My New Year's resolution is to be taller and to fly. I wonder which one of us will have more luck.
Yeah.
So mine last year was to get a job. Got the job. And to save a certain amount of money. I did that. So for this next upcoming year, I'm not really sure exactly what I'm going to do yet, but just get more things done.
Yeah, mine was also to it wasn't to save a certain amount of money, but it was to make a certain amount of money. I got that done.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get out of that fucking shitty ass metalworks job. Fuck that job.
I imagine when he said that, he pointed to the corner at a hard hat.
I did. I still got my damn hard hat over there.
I want to talk about that, Wings, man. What made that? Tell us what was so dreadful about that job. I mean, was there no camaraderie with the? So here's the deal.
No, I love the people I work with.
That's
fine.
I miss in white collar jobs. I think the thing that is soul sucking can be the people around you. Just guys dreading and like the backbiting, and it's the people around you are the hardest part, I think, in the white collar jobs. Whereas in the blue collar jobs, I have this notion that there's kind of a camaraderie. Everyone's sort of, I don't want to say getting together and they're all friends, but they're.
You think that on the way to work, they're all standing in line singing the song from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Hi ho,
whistle.
Hi ho, and on the work we go.
Not quite like that, but if you're a fireman, if you're a cop, if you're even a Time Warner wire repairman type guy, I just have this notion that there's kind of a more jovial atmosphere. Whereas when you're in a cube farm, it just sort of sucks your soul out. There's less
no
fun
way
to
I'd
be
work
had
that
there.
job.
Which one? The cube farm job?
You ever see the movie Office Space? Where
that's my job. Yeah, man, that is I
would be shot some motherfuckers.
That Office Space movie parallels my career. Not completely, but man, oh man, I have so much in common with the people in
Man, oh man, all that schooling I did to get all of this.
It's like that movie's
Playboy calendar on the wall.
Dude, and I'm like, I have young guys asking me how I retained my sense of self, right? Like, if you go to my office, there is identical cube after cube after cube. And then you find mine. The thing looks like a den. I've got a couch in there. I've got myself one of those globes. I decorated it. I've got some vases, some pictures. And it looks much like the Brady Bunch's dad's den or something. I should take some pictures of my cube. People come in and hang out on my couch and just sort of chill in my cube. And it's tiny, but I took the file cabinets. I'm like, I don't need file cabinets. I don't need this. And I took all my furniture and dumped it into some intern's cube and made some space for the couch and the globe.
There's some intern over there living in a 3x3 cell.
I get to go to work. They make more money, huh?
Yeah, man. So I spent so much. Another thing I did is I went to the empty cubes around my floor and I rated all their lights. So I have literally like 6 times as much lighting in my cube as the other people do. And
So now the intern,
senior status coming in here.
so the intern is over there in a 3x3 cube with no lighting. I'd be friends with him. He's the one coming to work with the 12 gauge.
I'm the boss,
I'm
baby.
gonna take him out for a cup of coffee on the lunch hour.
Absolutely.
No,
you know,
they
man,
just need...
if you ever just feel like you just can't take it anymore and you're just gonna snap, give me a
Call me.
call
I got some
first.
sick days to burn.
Yeah, call me. That'll be my day off. He's like, you know what, man? I'm gonna do that for you. Thanks. And then he looks at you all serious. Don't come into work tomorrow. You're like, no problem.
But the thing with my job was they expected you to work.
Oh,
They did?
shit.
Every
Son of a gun, man.
No. It's not like they gave you 40 hours. We worked standard on an average week was 48 hours. That was the minimum week you could work,
That
and
include
was
your
swing
lunch?
shift. And generally, that 48 transmuted right into a 60 or 70 hour work week, almost every week.
That's a lot. You know why they do that? So they don't have to pay double benefits, right? If they get you to work double hours, their benefit costs are the same.
Yeah. And it was ridiculous, dude. I worked that shit for almost 5 years.
See, a lot of people don't, like, if you haven't worked 80-hour weeks, is that wings? I think you're making noise. If you haven't done that, like I have, I've worked big hours before, even bigger than that. You know, I've done my 110 and 120-hour weeks. For me, it wasn't so much that I was tired. Like, I did get enough sleep to survive.
You're just burned out.
Just burned out. You're like, what am I doing? Nothing is fun. Nothing is good in life because I spend all my time working. And, yeah, it's dreadful. So I wonder if the problem was the big hours you work, not so much the task.
Yeah, it was the big hours I worked. That was plain and simple. That was it. I could not stand working that many hours. And you never were guaranteed like a weekend off. You generally get a week, like a day off in the middle of the day. Like when you did get a day off, let's say we came off night shift at 7 a.m. Our day off is then. All right, so we go home.
Wow.
So let's say we go to work on a Monday night and we get off on a Tuesday morning. Tuesday's our day off, and we got to be back at work Wednesday morning at 7. It was like, fuck you, dude. Fuck everything about. Fuck these customers. Hire some motherfuckers.
And what did you do? Like what did you do during the course of a day?
Basically I worked in the QC lab. I'd basically take samples of metal.
So
and I'd
QC
go in
means
and
quality control.
Quality control, yeah. Basically, I can't really go into details about it because I signed what you call confidential forms.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, we had this metal, and I tested for like the brittle of the metal, how strong the metal is, how good it is with magnetics wise, and basically on the computer read off basically what I needed to do, how much boron, how much silicon, how much metal needed to go into it, and how bad it was all for my formula. We had like a set standard of formula that the metal had to go into. If we went too high, we were in somebody else's royalty chart. If we went too low, we were in somebody else's royalty chart. And we'd have to pay royalties to sell that metal. And basically did that. And then I had to actually go add the stuff to the melter itself. And then I'd have to pour the melter into the whole furnace.
Oh, wait, so they were trying not to make the same blend of steel that 2 other people had?
Yeah.
That's retarded. So they're trying to be like right in the middle. Oh, man, that's such a ripoff.
That seems legit to me.
What's the margin of error? What's the margin of error, though?
Oh, it's 0.30.
It's allowed.
Very, very, very small.
They should make it a higher margin of error. Like if I invented like
I can't actually give you the numbers. I'd probably have a lawsuit.
I don't know what I'd do anyway. But if I invented some kind of like chromium steel that's like whatever, like I don't want somebody else being like, yeah, so I invented chromium steel, but it's got some pepper on top. Excuse me, sir? Yeah, I added pepper to mine. What redeeming quality does the pepper add?
But the thing
It makes
is,
it spicy.
All right, my job was like, I had the job at the front of the line. So whoever has the job at the front of the line in a factory generally gets blamed for the next guy in line if something messed up. Like if the metal's running bad, because we cast it. We did it on a casting wheel. And if the metal's running bad, I got yelled at for it every time. And you doing this and you're working 70 hours a week, you're just burning up inside wanting to cuss at a motherfucker.
So is that what you do on? Is that what you do when you're playing the game? You use all that frustration from all those years?
Yeah, dude.
Scream at your teammates?
I was at one point I was planning my route which way I'd walk through the place with guns. I'd gotten that far.
Hey, this is off topic. Did anybody hear about the like, I guess alien life form that they found in that mud lake or whatever?
Oh, the one that was arsenic based instead of whatever we are, carbon based.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, NASA discovered it, but I didn't know that it was alien life form. I thought
they're guessing that maybe it came here aboard an asteroid because there's no other kind of life on the planet that is like that. Apparently, it feeds off of arsenic.
That's pretty cool. Well, I for one welcome our new arsenic-based overlords.
Yes, as do I.
Well, we know they're not taking over our planet.
All hail the Arsicons.
They would die as soon as they came into the bitch.
They're already here. They found one. It's not a. I thought it was gonna be like bacterial fossil. It's live bacteria, so it's alive.
Really? Well,
Cool.
I wonder how long it'll live.
Do they give it little baby arsenic bottles?
Yes, they do. They're feeding it arsenic, and it's getting bigger and bigger. And I feel that once they give it enough, it's going to take human form, and it's going to activate a subterranean giant robot, which it will control and start destroying our cities.
World of War.
I had a blob-like theory. I had, you start by feeding it arsenic, then it turns into, say, like a 1-ton blob, and then it just starts rolling out and finding arsenic in, like, your insulation in the home. And
I imagine it like changing the atmosphere to an arsenic-based atmosphere and slowly poisoning it, basically seasoning us with arsenic gas before it eats us.
Sounds like a good movie there.
Hey, I really want to get to the WikiLeaks thing. So, WikiLeaks has released a handful of, like, documents, not a handful, tons, right? So they do these big dumps. And as, like, a consumer of these documents, they're not really organized. It's not meant for someone like us. I just sort of wait for some news organization to parse through it and tell us what it was. But they did a lot of stuff on, like, the Iraq War, the Afghanistan War, the secret stuff about torture that kind of everybody knew but wasn't documented before. And all that kind of passed over. And then their most recent dump had to do with like international relations and how our politicians interacted with other politicians and how our foreign affairs worked. And suddenly that has everyone up in airs. I don't know the expression, but that has everyone all excited and mad. And like Joe Lieberman got on the phone with their hosting provider, which was Amazon, and made them cancel it, and they kicked them out to Sweden where they were hosting when they were smaller. And it's this really huge deal. And if you look at the documents, they're not that damning. Not nearly as damning as the military ones. I just feel like they messed with the wrong people.
So you're saying that Sweden is now responsible?
Damn beet farmers.
I heard, I haven't been following it at all. I don't watch the news because it makes me want to get a sniper rifle and go aboard a tower. But I saw that somebody was telling, I got this secondhand. They were saying the stuff about Hillary Clinton, which I love. Anything just making her look bad was great, fine by me. But
like a camera.
Yeah. You mean like someone looking at her?
Like a close-up of her ankles? No, continue.
Ooh, ankles. Oh, you can't blame Bubba. He knew what he was getting into. But, yeah, I saw one thing that was like there had been a bombing or something, and some foreign country was saying, I'll explain that to Parliament tomorrow, don't worry, I'll take credit for it, and it'll all be good. And we were like, yeah, no big deal, just go ahead and lie to Parliament for us. And he's like, yeah, no problem. I was just laughing my ass off at that. I don't remember which country that was or what the deal was. And then there was another one that was some country neighboring Iran had told us, go ahead, go in, take them out. We're not going to help you, but we're certainly not going to stand in your way. And that makes that guy look like an asshole to Iran now. He's looking around, he's like, no, that wasn't real. They made that up about me. I love you, man.
Right.
I'm a synagogue gonna put a foot in the ass, huh?
Yeah, please don't use the gas on us again. Please.
Man. Yeah. On the other hand, transparency in government is a good thing. And you're an Obama lover, Kyle, but even if you like the administration, you still don't fully trust them. You still want to see transparency in there. And if it takes WikiLeaks to get that, then it doesn't bother me too much. And I'm trying in my own head to sort of strike this balance between not allowing the government to have secrets. I mean, allowing them to have some sort of privacy might make them more effective. And, the overwhelming amount of secrets and crazy stuff that they do now.
No, I think they need 100% secrecy. We don't need to know that shit. And most importantly, other countries don't. Like, it's okay for me and you to know it. But, like, it's not alright for, like, North Korea to know it. It's not alright for North Korea to know, yeah, so they've got 3 nuclear missiles pointed at us. So if we could just do something about that. They don't need to know that shit. But
if we know, then they would know. Because how could we know without them knowing with the media that we have and with the internet and everything like that?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You can't. So it has to be secret.
So what do you think about North and South Korea, Kyle? World War III on the Periscare?
I think it'd probably be good for our economy, maybe. And
war's always good for the economy, dude.
Yeah. And I'm hoping that maybe in some scenario, like Obama's on another one of his many vacations in the region when it happens.
Gosh.
And let's just say he gets taken captive by North Korea, and Kim Jong-il's like, surrender or he gets it. And we're just like, we don't negotiate with terrorists, sorry buddy. And then they decapitate him on live North Korean television.
And for Joe Biden as our president then.
Hey, Kyle, you feel better?
He was on the trip.
So Nancy Pelosi's the president. Well, wait, actually, did they? No, they lost the Senate.
I think they got rid of.
Yeah.
I don't care. Nancy Pelosi, Harry Reid, Rosie O'Donnell, and Matt Damon. They were all there. Oh, and Sean Penn.
I don't even know who fourth in line for the presidency is. I think it's one you wouldn't predict, like the
Sean
Secretary
Penn.
of Agriculture.
It's Sean Penn. That's why.
Kyle's like, Kim Jong-il, go ahead and make my wish. Christmas coming up. Let's kill all 3 of them. But, dude, this is a big, serious thing. Like, South Korea, the last time I was there, they were thinking about retaliating for the actual artillery strikes that was put against their military little training exercise or war games. And the reason I'm so worried about it is because my brother, he just recently got deployed on another tour in Iraq. And, all of a sudden, if the DMZ lights up, they're shipping them guys out of Iraq right over there. That Iraq war doesn't happen no more.
That DMZ lighting up is it feels more and more like a possibility, doesn't it? I mean, North Korea is literally bombing South Korea.
Yeah, they're literally hitting them with shells and ready to do it again.
Apparently, they have intelligence that they intend to do it again. Like, that's what I'm reading. And this is not a small thing. I mean, they're provoking a war. I don't know why they want it, but they seem to actually want this war. And with North Korea, so most countries, at least publicly, speak kind of softly, and North Korea is the opposite. Publicly, they're like, yeah, we bombed you, and we'll bomb you again, and we'll bomb you anytime we feel like it. We're the most powerful country in the world.
Yeah, it's like, the great sword of North Korea shall fall upon you, your leaders shall be decapitated, your women enslaved, and your children destroyed. We shall wipe you from the earth, salt your fields, and lay waste.
I look at North Korea like this. They're like that little kid that has the big friend.
Is China their big friend?
Yeah, China is their big friend.
Yeah.
China is their most notable ally. But I'm not really too worried about China. Back when I was young, I used to like, oh, China, that's a big army. But now I understand you got to move, feed, and give that army guns. You know how hard that would be?
That's a good point. Yeah. I mean, I bet they can arm them. I bet they have the weapons for every soldier. But, the logistics around that, that's one of the things the U.S. does better than normal. The logistics.
And another thing I'm worried about, how good is our relationship with Russia? Because Russia could side with North Korea as well.
Uh-oh.
Possibly.
And Russia didn't like... If you remember back when Russia invaded Gori, and we had those missiles in... what was that missile in Poland? Was it in Poland?
I don't know.
We had missile silos in Poland to kind of protect against air defense from Russia, and they told us if they wanted to pull out of Gori, we had to move those missile silos. And we're kind of... Our relationship with Russia is kind of sketchy. I mean...
Yep.
If North Korea attacks South Korea and we back them up like we will do, and then if then that determines our relationship with China. China right now is at a different stage and point than they were in the Korean War. Now America is a large part of China's economy. China's now getting, cars, guns, the internets, all these things, and all this American economy is leaking into China, and we owe China a lot of money. And that kind of brings me to a standstill. Will China attack America since we're their best customer? It's like somebody cutting their best customer's head off.
I just pray that none of this happens in the next 2 years so that President Palin can lead us through our hard times.
Oh, my God. No,
if we could just get her on board, I'm sure that she has the vision to...
Can
you see her staring down Putin and, putting him in his place?
Dude, if we voted Palin in, Russia would attack us out of spite. Because they think they need...
They'd do us a favor. Like, look, we'll lead you. We're good to go.
I mean... But that brings all the questions. Like, how good of a relationship have we built with China? Will they overlook North Korea? Will they sell North Korea out? If I was China and North Korea wanted to, sling their dicks out, you're on your own, and let North Korea get crushed by the United States Army.
So, with the Cold War, the U.S. and Russia both have this nuclear deterrent. If you bomb us, we bomb you, that's your big problem. With China, do we have the economic deterrent? If you bomb us, we're not paying back that $1 trillion?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, that's like, fuck you. That money's ours now. We stealing that shit.
I'm telling you, if I owe you money and you hit me, I don't owe you money anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're going to start buying from Japan again. Fuck you.
Heaven forbid we make it, right? We've got an alternative supplier lined up already. India's got plenty of labor. They've got 1 billion people as well. We'll buy her there. Heaven forbid, we make it.
The people getting it worse is probably going to be the United Kingdom because we're going to drag their ass along into a war.
Yeah. So China has stated they're with us, not North Korea. I wonder how much of that is posturing. We need WikiLeaks to release their stuff, and then someone who can read it.
You see, the difference is if somebody did that shit in China, we would never hear about it because them and their family would all be burned alive or something. They handle this shit.
I'm worried about what Russia's going to do because Russia is a superpower, and Russia's a big enough superpower to handle all of NATO.
No. I think
if you had to pick one country to stand alone against the world, it would be Russia.
It'd be us.
Yeah, it'd be us. We spend more on our military than anybody does. If you look at the infrastructure for our military,
yep.
Russia doesn't have morals, Kyle.
It's weak. I don't know how much CNN you watch, but I don't think if a private in Russia decides to shoot 3 or 4 American civilians, there's going to be an investigation.
I wonder if the U.S. So right now we're waging kind of like a moral war, right? They don't use the expression anymore, but part of the objective is still to win the hearts and minds of the people, to get them lined up with American interests, and to create a happy relationship with these guys. You have to go back a ways to find us, in a war with a country where our goal was not to be friends with them. Our goal was to beat them down. And when that was the way the U.S. approached wars, we did nasty, nasty things. We talk about how 9/11 was bad. Dude, that's kid stuff compared to what we did in Hiroshima and it escapes me the other place that Nagasaki. Thank you. Talk about we don't kill civilians. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And there's no one who's ever been better at it. That is the nastiest strike.
Germany was better at killing civilians, and so was Russia.
Well, their own. Okay, Germany, I don't know. Russia, I think of as their own civilians. But those bombs dropped on major Japanese cities. By today's standards, that'd be called a terrorist attack, and it'd be a huge one.
But a lot of people say dropping the bombs was stupid. I think it was one of the smartest moves ever made. You know how many American lives that saved?
They say 1 million.
Probably 1 million. It took a lot to take that main island of Japan.
It saved a lot of money, too. It was a really effective war tactic, but it wasn't nice.
And they'd already spent a couple billion on it, and that's in the 40s. So
the way that we fight wars now has a lot to do with being nice, and that's okay because the way that we're trying to win the war has to do with winning hearts and minds. But if we were to get into a war with one of those big countries, I don't think it'd be like that. We wouldn't be trying to win the hearts and minds of their people.
Americans been good at kicking ass. We've always been able to kick ass. In World War II, we kicked two asses at the same time.
I still think, rebuilding countries, it's kind of a weak spot for us. Breaking shit?
Why would you want to rebuild it?
It's a core competency.
Destroying a country's industries makes our industry stronger. Why do you think General Motors was so big during the 40s, 50s, and 60s? Japan didn't have a car industry. We bombed the shit out of it.
Yeah. So the next WikiLeaks is about banking. Did you guys hear that too? Apparently they have this huge stockpile. It's even affecting their stock prices. I think Bank of America in particular is the one that's been knocked down.
God damn it!
Because that's right. Kyle has a 2/3 interest in Bank of America. The stock has dropped because they think that the internal documents they're about to expose are going to show illegal things, bad dealings, bad morality, and when they do that, I wonder if the pressure off of this guy. If I was him, I'd release it right away. I'd be like, yeah, that whole international relations thing, that's yesterday's news. Let's talk about banks, and that'd be cool.
I got one more thing about this thing. What happens if we invade North Korea and China, sails them down the river, the North Korea nukes China?
Then China nukes North Korea.
No, I'm saying North Korea just does it because their whole country's going down, and they know it, and they're mad, and they just nuke China for not helping them. It'd be fucked up.
China would nuke North Korea. Like when China took out a satellite, and apparently that created all kinds of international problems because having debris in space is a big deal. So, China has now more debris in space than all the other countries, and that's because they just broke something and they left it scattered around. I don't think China really cares about international opinion, and they would, to get their retaliation nuke, they would have to.
Just imagine that. We have everybody in China. This is the site of the Chinese nuke.
Right. I'd be like, why am I bald now? Yeah.
Because I don't think North Korea has a transport system capable of reaching the United States. But I know they can reach China.
They'd be more likely to hit South Korea.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
You'd need to send in special forces teams the day before to try to knock out any missile sites they had. Make a good Call of Duty game.
Better than the Justin Bieber-based Call of Duty game?
No, that'd be the best game ever.
That's the top of the line right there. All right. So I'm going to check my Twitter. I asked people to give me good ads for... Ooh.
Good ads? For what?
For crank calls?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, man. Kyle, so here were the requirements. I asked that they preferably be West Coast, so it was earlier in the day, that they have a phone number, and that they have to be funny, right? That it can't be... Like, I remember Kyle one time called someone out for doing metal sheds in their ads. So, that's not really... But here's Bleeding Edge golf dolls. Creepy dolls that they're selling for little girls. It's in Los Angeles, and it has a phone number on it. So that's a candidate, Kyle. Yeah. They're selling...
Kyle, he did really good last week.
Yeah, Kyle's got it.
That was a really good one.
Oh. Here's one for cloth diapers. You down, Kyle?
Oh, cloth diapers?
Just saying.
Who would want that?
A pizza shop owned by Asian people. Apparently this guy crank calls them as well as kind of a hobby.
Like I've been letting them have it for days.
Oh my gosh. Help a couple struggling with infertility and make money too. You can actually make money while helping create a miracle. How often do you have that opportunity? So Kyle, you down? It looks like they want women to donate eggs, so I don't know that FPS is a great candidate. But
I can't believe that people actually use Craigslist. That's crazy.
Craigslist is awesome. All right, Kyle. It's a business, so they might likely be closed. All right. So I'm sorry this is going a little slow. It's the nature of it. But I want to get at least one crank call in the podcast because Kyle's got a gift. Checking my tweets. Prank call the Mormons. You down?
The Mormons.
Just Mormons in general?
Okay, yeah, I'll do it.
All right. It takes me a second to do the phone number. What is it, just the number sign and then the phone number itself?
It's the plus sign.
Right. I said it wrong, but I meant it right. Okay, it's going to ring soon, so we need to be quiet.
Thank you for calling the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Please wait while we connect you to the next available agent.
I'm digging the music.
Someone in the stream said to ask about the good news about Scientology.
Yeah.
Please continue to hold for the next available agent, or press 1 to leave a message.
If only this were Lil Wayne.
Throw dirt on me and grow a wildflower. Music's great. Like, this should be the opening music for us now.
All right, I'm going to give up on these guys, and we will
That's a
call.
shame, because I was going to go after them pretty hard.
So these people are selling cloth diapers. They're in Seattle. I'll put a link in there.
Oh, no
Heads up.
Hey.
Hello?
Hey there, I saw your ad on Craigslist.
Which one?
The one for the diapers.
Okay, hold on just 1 second. Let me get you my wife.
Hello?
Hello. I saw your ad on Craigslist about the diapers.
Yes.
What size are they?
Size medium for approximately 15 to 30 pounds.
Wow, they'll hold 15 or 30 pounds worth. That's a big diaper.
Yeah. So I think six months to 30 months, I think, is what the Fuzzy Buns website said. But,
Wow, so the diaper lasts for that long?
yeah, it's medium's the largest range. Usually you're in the smalls, and the large is the least amount of time, and medium's the most amount of time.
Oh, wait, so these are for babies?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. See, my Uncle Woody, he's getting pretty old now, and we're having incontinence issues, and I was
Right.
looking for cloth diapers for him. He's getting way up in the years, and I mean I think we're actually about to put him in a home now because it's been a really, really stressful time.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of changing the diapers. I'm gonna have to. I've gotten my Mexican gardener to do it before, but he charges like $100 a day to do that stuff, and I mean, $20 to cut the grass, but $100 to change diapers. It just didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I
good
just wanted
luck.
to. You don't know anywhere where I can get adult diapers, do you?
No, I don't. Wasn't aware they made cloth. I knew about the disposable, but
Yeah. See, that's the thing. I mean, I figure if I'm gonna have Javier doing this, then they might as well be cloth diapers, so I could at least save some money that way.
Who are you talking to?
Shut up, Woody.
Is that your mother?
Woody, I'm on the phone looking for diapers for you again. Just shut up. I'll be in there in a minute.
Don't you talk to me like that! Alright, she hung up.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Javier's been doing a good job.
Javier. All right, you guys want to call the podcast a wrap?
Yeah.
You want to try to do one more?
It's up to you.
There's a baby picture. I'm not sure if that's quite good enough. It's
No,
kinda
I don't know what to
spooky
do with
looking.
that.
Yeah.
That sounds scary. Everybody wants me to prank phone call Hutch. I think he's going to recognize my voice. Or at least know that something's up. Somebody's going to let him know. Like as soon as we go, like, all right, we're going to prank call Hutch. Everybody be quiet. Like 20 of you are going to tweet him.
Oh, that absolutely happens. There was another podcast where the stream was talking about pranking Hutch, and Hutch is like writing me, are you telling people to message me? What is going on? Why am I getting all these? Like, there's no secrets involved in that.
Yeah, you guys are assholes. You are. I'm going to be the one to tell Hutch that they're going to prank phone call him, and then he's going to love me, and we're going to be best friends forever, and I'm going to be on Machinima, and they're going to get rid of Mr. Stark, and it's going to be me and Hutch forever.
Is that the game plan?
That's their game plan, apparently.
Wow. Someone's selling 3 pairs of women's pants.
3 pairs of women's pants.
Yeah, but there's no pictures of the girl. Are you down for this?
How about this one? This guy has a forklift service.
A forklift service?
Oh, I didn't mean to put the Skype part in. I'll delete that.
Someone selling 2 parrots?
2 parrots. Do they talk?
Oh, well, that's a direction you could go with it. I'm looking.
I can be like, I need
Oh
your
my
parrots.
gosh. This might be wrong. I don't want to get rid of the parrots, but I found out I'm terminal and need to give them a loving home.
All right,
Maybe
no,
we should
we're
leave
not
these guys alone.
Yeah, let's leave them alone.
Whoever gave me that ad is a sick person.
That's like, oh my god! I was on Juicer's stream and we called this guy, called this woman, and I was seeing if she would let me like put her puppies on my squashing website where the naked women squash them. And she was like, "No, I just can't afford the puppy anymore, and I want it to go to a good home." And I was like, "Okay, have a nice night." I just felt so bad.
Oh, man.
Felt so bad.
Well, they're asking for the Asian pizza parlor. Maybe we'll wrap it up with that guy.
All right, call him up. That'll be fun.
Yeah. All right. I've got the number in front of me. Give me 30 seconds to get the call cooking.
30 seconds.
What's those wings doing?
Oh, I'm still here. I had my mic turned off because I was eating.
I love that whenever someone eats on the call, they blame wings.
Don't doubt.
Hello?
Hello there.
Hello there. Who's this?
Oh, that was really creepy that you said that. I was just joking around. My name's Kyle. I need to order a pizza.
Okay. What kind of pizza?
Is this something new for you? Are you not used to people ordering pizzas?
No, because I don't sell pizza.
Oh, really? So what's this number to? Who is this? I thought this was the pizza parlor.
No, this is Javon's cell phone.
Who is?
I'm just in that phone right now.
Nice. Your name is Javon?
Yeah.
Wow, your parents didn't like you. Wow.
What?
Javon, you're kidding me, right? Like, your name's not really Javon.
Yeah, it is.
Are you white?
No, I'm black, even though I don't sound it at all.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I got you. All right, well, I'll leave you alone. Let you have a nice night.
Wait, I have a question for you.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you play Black Ops by any chance? Because
No,
I
never
need more
played.
players.
I don't really play too many
Never?
video games.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
My buddy Dimitri does sometimes, though.
Dimitri? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so is that it? You just want to order pizza and that's it?
Yeah, that's it. I guess I got the wrong number.
Alright.
You have a nice night.
I hung up on that joker. So apparently we got pranked by the stream, and
You know what would have been cool if he was a white guy? Then you could make the joke about Jafon, white girl's parents being upset going out with their boyfriend Jafon. Oh man!
All right, so
Yeah.
wait.
So, are we gonna?
Oh, there's one more.
Oh, we got one more number to call then.
Possibly. This guy has.
I hate it when the stream pranks us though.
Yeah, I don't like that either. It's never like that wasn't top notch stuff. This guy is selling 7,000 DVDs of bondage, bukkake, schoolgirl, lesbian, and hencha movies from 2004 to present.
What? He has 5,000 porno DVDs?
No, he has over 7,000 porno.
7,000.
Yep.
Man.
Somebody likes flogging the dolphin a little bit, don't they?
Dude, call this dude up.
Oh, no.
I bet that motherfucker's second job is like mopping the booths.
I have a problem. The phone number's not in the ad. Man, guys, that's a deal breaker. You have to have a phone number in the ad you give us.
Yeah, we want to talk to this guy. We need to have a one-on-one explaining why he is in possession of 7,000 movies that are bondage, bukkake, schoolgirl, and hencha, apparently.
Yeah.
And my friend's over here, she goes, yeah!
And there's Lady Gaga tickets, but another one with no phone
Lady
number.
Gaga tickets?
Phone number, that's a must-have, man. So, anyway, I guess that wraps up the podcast.
Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap it up.
Fire stream.
It's kind of hard.
That's it.
We'll put a little more effort into it next time. We'll find some good ones to call beforehand.
Very
It's
good.
been your boy Chris Smoove.
Chris
You
Smoove.
do it better than me.
Quick.
I just want to hear you sing a James Brown song.
Still more entertaining than Hard 8 all day.